Hey there, welcome back guys. We're live trying to work with DJI not care refresh but support. It's cold out, but without any further ado, let's get started. He told me to take my time, which is great. Having issues with the POI effect. There was issues with other things too, but okay, one sec. Also fly app sometimes, right? Hold on one second. Let me go Samsung Me. I'll make sure that everything is good to go before that's recording. I'm just gonna make sure we're live before we go live. I'm gonna go to YouTube. Also, fly app sometimes does not work, and then we'll tell them that. Push it to you guys so that you can see. And there we go. All right. Yeah, this fly app sometimes doesn't work. Shit just goes defunct, and you can't have that with a drone when you're flying in the sky and having a good time. Then all of a sudden it's like, where did you go? Here is the video. Actually, let's scrub that. May I know if you can elaborate more? Sure. Actually, we can elaborate more. We can. That's why I do all my support tickets with DJI Live. The only downside is that when they call me back, I might be at work or I could be at the store, and I'm like, damn it, you know, because I like to be home when they call, because then I just run to my computer and go live. Alright, so knowing that and moving forward, I can definitely elaborate because we are live. I'll just go here. 20 tips. Oh wow. Well, one tip, shit don't work. I actually have it for sale. I'm selling it. I don't know, I just can't. If you guys follow me on the live streams, you just know that it's been nothing but glitchy. Definitely elaborate because it's been nothing but glitchy since the beginning. Alright, so we're going to do a pop-out chat, and then we're going to close this here, and then we're going to send him the video, and then I'll share with you guys the video, okay? And then we're just going to shrink this in, and then go to Samsung Me, Mavic 4 Bro, Joe. Alright. Hey, Markabe, what's up? Hang in there. I'm on support with DJI. More issues with the freaking Mavic 4 Pro. Here, you're gonna love this one. After I send him the file, if it lets me. There we go. I'm gonna upload the video to the link. Hold on one second. Loading. My hands are cold. I was just outside. Going to your link. 1 second. Okay, so that takes care of that. We'll just, no files here. We'll upload here. Yeah, I'm still gonna fly tonight, but I'm not gonna do anything crazy. But here 1 second. 2 minutes. It's uploading. I'll show you. So I managed to fix the ISO and shutter speed not working, which works fine now. I just connected it to my computer and did a firmware update that way instead of doing it, you know, wirelessly through your remote controller in the computer. Let me just tell him that the file is here. All right, let me know. Just uploaded it. I'm just going to share the stream with them. We always share the stream with DJI. And then go here. One moment, please. A controller in the computer. All right, hold on. We are live too. You can watch it here. All right, so here's what's happening while he's looking at the video. The POI effect has not been working, so he's just confirmed that the POI effect is supposed to do a full circle, a complete, like, you know, circle. And what it's doing is it's doing like a swirly thing all the way around. So it's not doing the full 360, which is a bummer. So they just confirmed that that's an issue. And I was flying the freaking drone. Remember the last Friday night flights, I told you my screen went blank? Forget about that. I did a screen recording. Check this out. This is what's happened now. I was flying. I had another oh shit moment, but thankfully I was able to see the drone and control it. But it's good for business because when that happens, we say, welcome back to everything that glitches. So hold on one second. Samsung me. And I'll let you guys watch. I'll move it over. So imagine flying your drone, right? And then this shit happens. Let me just shrink that. I'll scrub through it. So I'm flying and flying. And then all of a sudden, DJI Fly isn't responding. Close the app or wait? Well, we know I don't know what the fuck will happen if I close the app. So I clicked wait, and then there was nothing. The screen just, there was just a picture of where I was flying. But as you can see, I'm over the house, which was fine. So I could still control the drone, which is just, good. To some extent. Imagine if I was far away and I'd be like, oh shit, where's my drone? If I flew like that Philly guy. And then, right, you usually can't make this shit up. And then as I'm flying, I think I scrubbed through to see what the POI effect was supposed to do. And the POI is supposed to do like a full 360 circle, but instead it's doing that. Like it does this like weird shape. And what happens is, now you get the, oh well, what happened there? It looks like there was an error. Oh no, tap to cancel landing. I was like, I gotta land this thing now. All right, so then what happens is it's hit or miss on whether or not the POI effect's going to work. There are two versions of the POI. One is where it throws your drone way back instead of making the full circle. The other is like when it's doing the POI effect and it's lowering the drone. The drone's going lower, like, oh shit, gotta cancel it. The other is when you're flying the POI effect and the drone's increasing in height. It's just going higher and higher and then going out like you could be 400 feet within the circle, and then it's just gonna go out like 1,000 feet. And then the other version of the POI effect is it'll work. It'll just do a full circle, but you don't know what it's like a crapshoot. You just pray and say, come on, daddy needs a new pair of shoes, and it'll work. So those are the three different versions of the POI effect that I have had. Hold on, let's see. Friday night, yeah, we'll do Friday night flights. I'm just gonna fly cautiously. As you can see, I can't imagine flying and losing control with my controller, so we'll see how that goes. Did you ask them why the night footage looks crap for oh, we'll ask them. Looks crap for an expensive drone. Yeah, I'll ask him. Are you happy with the Mavic 4 Pro? It's a nice drone, but just loads of bugs. Loads of bugs to the extent where it's for sale on Facebook. So if you're watching this and you're in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, or maybe even Pennsylvania, we will meet halfway and I will bring the drone to you. So yeah, that's where I'm at now with it. I'm at the point where like I just can't, I get, my heart goes into my stomach every time I fly this thing. So let's see what we have here. See what he says. Mark Bay, are you happy? No, I'm not happy with it, to be honest with you. I was expecting a totally different experience. Did you ask him why? I'll ask about the night footage. Same with my Air 3S. It hasn't had an update from DJI since over a year. Oh, wow. Ask them when they will release a new feature. I don't want a new feature. I want them to fix what's already broken on here. Are you kidding me, man? Hold on one second. Yeah, we don't want new features, man. They've been doing that with all their drones. They just keep pushing out all these new products without focusing on the quality control and the experience that should just be streamlined. Okay. Ask them but I'll ask them for the 3S after this. Remind me though, because where he's doing this. Wow, their flagship drones having these issues is not good enough. They have cut back on updates and new features. It's been looking like this since the Neo 1 release. You're selling? Yeah, I'm selling it. Wow. Get a Neo. I might get a Neo. Maybe. I don't know, because given that they fixed the oh, nice. They fixed the flyaway issues. Let's see what he says. All right. Please allow me to thank you for waiting on the line here. Just wanted to confirm with you if you send the correct video, because based on the video you provide, it seems you have not enabled yeah, clearly he didn't watch it. Scrub to the end of the video. You will see on the map that it did not do full CIR circle, and DJI Fly app was not working. All right, so while he does that, I'll scrub for you again in case maybe he's watching the live stream. So on that note, so I'm flying the drone. See, look, DJI Fly isn't responding, but the drone was still in the air, and I had the option to wait or close the app. I don't know. I was like, if I close the app, what happens, right? I didn't even want to. I just kept flying, and thankfully, you see my house right there, so I was able to just fly it back. So I had full control of the drone, but no visuals because the app froze. Maybe it's too cold. I don't know. So then I landed the drone, and then towards the end, I wanted to see what I got with my POI effect, and there's no full circle. So DJI has just confirmed that the POI is supposed to do full circle, and as you can see in this part, it just keeps going out. And then I said, let me try again, and then it just goes out. And then sometimes it'll adjust in height and go up and down. But going down is not good. Going up is all right because I could handle that. Because if it goes up and increases in height, you just let it go, and then you wouldn't worry about it. If it goes down, you got telephone wires, trees, etc. So then that's when you just cancel it. So I would say just scrub the video. Yeah, so I canceled my order for the Pro receiver because after this has been happening for the past few days, and I was like, you know what, and I still had time to cancel it, so I canceled the order for the Pro receiver, and then I put this. For those of you who have my number, you can look it up on the Facebook Marketplace, and you'll see that I'm selling it. Let me know if the price is too little, too low, but it is what it is. I'll take a hit for it. It's best to get rid of it before before I can't sell it, right? But on that note, Market Bay says, Lou, get an Air 3S and have more money in your pocket. You'll enjoy the Air 3S. It has all those features that actually work. All those features. That sounds too good to be true, man. I don't know. Speaking of true men, that's what I think they're watching that next door. They're watching the Truman Show. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Like Luke. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot cheaper too. I have never had my RC controller app crash ever. Yeah, let it alone crash, freeze up on you like that. Thank you for explaining that. Okay, let's see what he says. DJI. So in order to, I know how to do the POI effect. I love it. It's my favorite feature. Let's see what he says. Thanks for explaining that. So in order to enable POI, you will have to first select a subject, then this icon selection will appear. Ah, you're killing me. I know that. Alright. This is where I'm like just getting frustrated. Alright. Let's take a deep breath. And I know that. Did you watch my video? You have to watch it so we can both be on the same page. Maybe I'll go get the drone. Let's see, did I send him the right? Yeah, 737. Yeah, that's it right here. This is it. Hold on. Alright, let me just explain myself again to this person. Alright, let's just give him the feed to the stream. Go to new YouTube. And then go here. And then go here. and then go here, and then go. We don't want to overwhelm it. Let me, because clearly then I get. My apologies for the confusion. Yes, I'm watching it currently. Okay, great. Okay, great. We are also live. Not love. Live. May I know if you can point it to which subject you did the focus on? Yes. Go to my live stream and I will explain it to you better. Okay. Be better. Let me know when you are watching. All right. So they got the file. He's watching it. Let me go get the drone because the POI effect worked, but it went all the way back. Did like an oval shape instead of full circle like he confirmed it's supposed to do. And then what happens is it goes up. Sometimes it'll go down, and that's when I can't. When it starts decreasing in height, it goes down. The app crashing, I've never had that before. The app just freezing up like that in the middle of a flight, that's new to me. All right, let me check on your live stream. Okay. Let me go get here. Remember, there's like a slight delay. I'm probably gonna shut off that one. Alexa, turn off on air.
Got it.
Yeah, this way the lighting is much better, making more. All right, hold on 1 second. All right. All right, let me know when you're here, DJI. In the meantime, I'm gonna plug the drone in and show you what the drone did. Thankfully, this is a software issue that can be fixed, you know, and not a drone, given that there's no kit refresh in the United States. But at least now, hopefully. And then remind me, Market Bay, because as you can see, we can only do one question at a time with DJI, because so far we're having a little bit of trouble getting them to answer this one. I'm going to turn the drone on, make sure everything is clear, and then make sure, you know, because you don't want the gimbal to flip around and hit something. Okay. Let that do that. Once it shows up on the desktop. Oh, hello, Swedish Forge. What's up? I'm probably going to do 3D print of the week on Sunday. Once this thing loads. Okay, so here it is, DJI. Samsung Me. Transition. All right, let me just explain to you. So the drone did the POI effect, which is great. DJI has confirmed that it's supposed to do a full circle, but instead it's doing an oval, this strange shape, which you'll see in a second. But aside from the oval, sometimes the POI effect will start to decrease in height. This is in sport mode, because sport mode obstacle avoidance doesn't work. Sometimes the POI effect will increase in height and just go up. But as it's going up or down, doing the POI effect, it's going out, creating an oval shape. So now, let me show you the oval shape, okay? And then we'll go to Samsung Me. Here's the oval. And then the reason why is because I recorded it and did it in the end. See? It's like spitting out. And then I said, oh, you know what? Let me try it again. And then that didn't work. Now, as for what I was doing the POI effect on, this was the POI effect here. It still worked, but it was not a full circle, and it would have hit something like if it was further back. So we'll just go here. So here it is. I'm going to scrub through it so you can see, and then let it go all the way around. See? So instead of doing full circle around the object, it did an oval. And then it says, you can write about here. Usually it does it in here, within there. But instead it came out more, started to swing out, and then now it comes back in like that. But aside from that, right, you got to remember the app on the way back, right? I was like, you know what? I can't have it. The first time it went out this way, went out like a little bit. The second time it went out even further. And then the third time, sometimes on the third time, it might go out even further, like all the way out there. And then sometimes it'll do it correctly and just make a nice little circle. So, our DJI support rep just wanted to inform you that I'm currently watching your live stream. Oh, great. Thanks for watching our live stream. Welcome to the show. Welcome back to Everything That Glitches, DJI. Love having you on my live streams. I love doing all my support tickets with DJI live, because then it just works better, because the proof is in the pudding. You get to see the video. You get to, troubleshoot live and maybe push it to your engineers, and maybe they, will rewrite things so that it works better. And just right for you. So anyway, knowing that, thank you for watching. And then let's see what our fellows are chatting. Lou, I have a wing injury. How do I get back in the air? A wing, I don't know. Swedish, which drone do you have? Photo 7272 Swedish Verge. We can ask DJI that. We'll actually, let's ask them. We got Marker Bay is the first question of the 3S. Let's wait till we're done, because we can only do one question at a time. And then, could the compass need calibration? No, it's asking me to. Actually, that's a good question right there. Almost every other time I fly, it asks me to calibrate the compass, like literally a couple of times if I fly during the day, which is a little bit of a bummer. I've had to calibrate the compass before on the Mavic 3 Pro, but once in a blue moon. This one requires compass calibration every other flight, but that's a good one. I might do it again before the flight. Maybe I'll do that, fly it again, but just calibrate it before I fly and see what happens. Or if the drone doesn't sell like between now and then, right? Usually when it can't do circles properly, it's a full calibration needed. Might want to give that a go before selling it. Okay, I will do a full calibration of everything. DJI, if you are reading, please add night mode to Air 3S. Yeah, and this one too. Remember, we're going to ask DJI all the questions too, since we have you guys here. And our representative, Fodan, is... Who's our rep today? Really cool fella. Oh wow, looks like the chats went into the back feed. If I load historical, and then load more historical, connecting to live agent. Akara, okay, Akira is with us. Let's see what we got here. Just to confirm here, you are inquiring that the POI feature on your drone did an oval instead of a perfect circle. Is that correct? Yes. Yes, that is my first issue. When this one is resolved, resolved, I have a few more. Some of the other fellas have questions too. Right? Hello, welcome, we're on the air. DJI, how can I help you? We've got Marker Bay up next, and then after Marker Bay we got Swedish Forge. So stay tuned. The word from our sponsor right now. I'm just kidding, but yeah, that's really cool that we can have everybody's question answered. So let's see how that works out. So the first one, it's not doing a perfect circle, and it's going up. I mean, it's going down sometimes, decreasing the height, and then it's increasing the height, or then sometimes it's just going way out instead of like staying within the circumference of, where it started, where it's both. And then it's done it on the Mavic 3 Pro. Maybe this is a 4. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be on the 4. I don't know. All right, so we'll wait there. In the meantime, let's see what we have here. I'll go to Samsung Me. you guys are in. And there we go. Hold on 1 second. Could be faulty drone. Did you buy it used? Yeah, I bought it used. This is why I never buy used drones. Yeah, I know. This is why I'm selling it. This is why. Okay, just kidding. I don't have a drone, but I'll buy one in the future. There are some special rules here in Sweden. Yeah, especially with this one. This one's a big one. This one's pretty. I'm pretty sure this one would fall into a different category, given its weight and everything. I'm spamming chat too much. Do what you gotta do. No, that's fine. It keeps us busy. Thank you for confirming, because otherwise we'd be sitting here waiting for DJI to chime back, which is great. That gives them time to watch the video. That gives them time to scrub it. Gives them time to Lou, it's doing a DJI Neo. Yeah, I know, but hasn't flown away yet. Hello. The Mavic 4 is doing a DJI Neo on us. Photo, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, it's good to see Photo 7272. DJI are quite expensive, so I'll have to wait. And make sure when you do buy a DJI Swedish Forge that you have Care Refresh, luckily for me, I'm at the point where I'm done. Like if you've been following me since I got this drone, it's been nothing but it hasn't been fun. It has been fun. I got some good footage, but it hasn't been. It's more. I feel like it's more of a liability rather than something I could really enjoy. Lou, there's no excuse for it. That's an expensive drone. Yeah, I know, right? You're yeah, dead on. There is no excuse, and that's why we're selling it. Let's see what we have. Still have some people. Let's see, Facebook. I have it on the Facebook Marketplace. Let's go to Marketplace, and then selling. So I got some bites. Some guy was telling me, you can get it for cheaper at B&H because B&H doesn't have like a tax thing. Another guy was telling me, some other stuff, but hold on. Mario. Oh, here, I'll show you the offers I got. Let's see. I only got 2, but you can tell I got, you can see how many views you got. I got 99 clicks. So I got 99, 99 clicks, and then I got 2 offers. The first one, this guy wants to trade. He's like, hey, are you willing to trade a digital camera? And then the other one, what did the other one say? Hold on. And then the other one, I think the other one said some other, oh, the other one is going to think about it, but he seems somewhat interested. Full version me. What did the other one say? Hold on. Marketplace. Oh, Harry. Harry says, what did Harry say? Hold on. Samsung. And I got a couple of calls too. Harry said, okay, let me think, thanks. B&H have tax-free card application. I'm like, fine, then get it from B&H. But then I gave him a better price, and then we'll see how it goes. And then I have some people that called, and then you'll know, because when this thing sells, Friday night flights will be canceled for now until I don't know, maybe after next year in 2026 when the drones are available here, right? Thank you for confirming. Allow me to inquire on this for 2 to 3 minutes. Sure. Take your time. Don't forget to share that the Fly app stopped working too. And hopefully they will, that's why I hate for him to go to somebody else's desk and be like, hey, the drone's having this issue, and then he has to go back again and then ask again. Oh yeah, one more thing. Thankfully, it's early. It's 4 o'clock, so we have until 8 o'clock with DJI, but we'll be done. And then we'll ask you, you guys will get to ask your questions too. So Mavic costs 2,000 US dollars here in Sweden. Yeah, I got it from a guy in Canada, so that's why I'm able to sell it for what I'm posting it for, because here, I think if you go through US Drone Supply and other whoever vendors, it's about almost 4,800. But I listed for the asking price for what it's going for here, and then leaving room to buffer and negotiate, because as you can see, I'm not going to get what I'm asking for, and that's why it'll be a wash. But yeah, even in Canada, I think we did a call with a guy from the DJI store in Canada, and he was telling us that the US is like price gouging with the Mavic 4 Pro. That could be another reason why that I'm not getting as many bites. I should just lower the price and do it at market for Canada, and then, you know, get the price I want here. As for Fly app crashing on the controller is very strange. Never had that happen. Did it crash on POI or just flying? No, just flying. On the way back home, I tapped the screen, and what happened was, I'll tell you what happened. I was flying, and I was like, oh cool, let me check the maps. And I wanted to check the maps, and then when I checked the maps, that's when the app crashed. And then I was like, oh my god, do I check the maps? Do I not check the maps? Because what happens if I check the maps and then everything just goes crash? So then I said, you know what, forget it. Let's leave it like the way it is, and I'll just land it now. And that's what I did. I landed it, and then now here I am with you guys. But don't forget, when DJI is done with my questions, we're gonna ask have your questions answered too, especially since we have them on the chat. But in the meantime, I think what I'm gonna do is since we have Friday night flights tonight, I'm going to just update this again, right? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? That hasn't already happened, right? Like, it can't get any worse than this. But if unless someone meets me tonight and says, hi, I'll come now. I'll come now and buy a drone. Come. I think the DJI RC2 is underpowered for the Mavic 4 Pro. Honestly, it can barely job on the Mini 4 Pro. If that's the case, maybe I'll get the Pro receiver? I don't know. I'd hate to, I canceled that order. I'd hate to do that and then find out that it's not the receiver. You know, that's like, I don't know. That's like, that's like a crapshoot. Given everything we've had since the beginning, all these issues. I bet that's the issue. The controller is at least 2 years old and outdated for a powerful drone. I hope. You think? I don't know. Which drone would you recommend that is not that expensive and has a good camera? Lou, you spending crazy money, you're killing. No, I'm not. It was I got it from a guy in Canada. And then you have other people selling the RC Pro receiver, not at full market price. And then the guy in Canada was selling it here, and he just wanted to recoup some cash. But no, I didn't pay full price for it. I'm listing it at what it should cost, what it cost here, but I'm not. And then my plan is to sell it for a little bit more or less than what the Canadian price is. But yeah, no, I didn't pay full price. That's the thing. You can't seem to get a decent drone. I bet you missed I missed the Mavic 3 Pro. We didn't have any issues with the Mavic 3. The only issue we had with the Mavic 3 Pro was, trying to find the right time to fly, to schedule. When you guys were like, yo, you flying tonight? We missed it. That was the only issue we had with that drone. That thing just flew. It flew, and now with this, it'll fly, but, it'll fly out the door tonight if someone comes to pick it up, because I don't know. Anyway, on that note, but at least we're able to share in real time with DJI the footage from the remote controller, the footage from the drone, and It is what it is. It's just disappointing because I was happy. I was like, I got a drone. You know, I was like, let me wait. I was like, you know what? Let me do it, and I did it. Now I kind of regret doing it. But on that note, let's try this. Let's go to here because I'm pretty sure they're gonna tell us to do the same thing anyway, right? Let's see what we have here. And remember, it's a wash because it's not like I took money out of my bank account. I sold the old drone to get this drone, remember? And then I never spent any of the money from that was supposed to be for this drone so that I would have it. But I was just waiting for the time to be right. But then when is the right time, right? So then I did it, and now I just kind of regret it. Now I just need to get rid of it and recoup, you know, and start saving again. All right, so knowing that, moving forward, let's just update it. Yeah, so I didn't like just blow, and that's what we do on the channel. I'm always selling something to buy something new. Sell something and buy something new. I'm not like, you know, blowing my whole savings. All right, DJI are taking ages to respond. They might say update everything via DJI consumer drones on your... Yeah, so let's do that now. Let's be one step ahead of the game. Thanks, Markabe. All right, so let's upload it. And then, yeah, it just sucks, man. It was so fun. I was like, so... I want to fly. I miss flying, but I want to fly and not have this shit happen, you know? So we're going to update it, start update, and then we'll update the receiver, and then we'll calibrate everything again. And we'll find out tonight on Friday Night Flights, but I'll record the screen so we can see what happens. But I don't know. That's what it is. How much does it cost in the USA? This drone costs, I think, $4,800. It's just crazy expensive. But in Canada, I think it's $3,200, something like that. And then if you buy it used secondhand, you'll get it for even cheaper, for like $2,800. So it all depends on who's selling it. And if you go to US Drone Supply, I think US Drone Supply wants almost $5,000 for it. So you got different people selling them, all these different weird prices. That's why it's hard to probably get rid of it, because there are so many different price structures and variables that you have to find someone. Oh, let's see what he says. But I'd be pissed. Yeah, I know, I'm pissed. I'm like sad. I want to cry into my pillow, you know, to the point where I'm like, I just want to cry, you know, because it's a lot of money. Even if we sold the other drone to get this one, the experience should have been streamlined. And it's not like DJI is going to ship a new one, you know, but hopefully they can push, you know, my video will be used for the engineers to fix this so that on the next firmware update it should just works, right? At least before the New Year's. I don't know what their plans are when it comes to you know, fixing things before the so-called ban or whatever they call it, restrictions. A lot of people are like, no, don't call it a ban. It's a ban. Like, it's literally a ban. It's if they stop selling the product here, you can't get it. You know, maybe not a ban to fly, maybe ban to fly if, you know, you're first responder, but not for us, not for the consumer. But it's a ban. You know, now people are just trying to be politically correct and invent some new ideology when it comes to restrictions on your drones. I don't know, I just don't have time. We don't do politics on the channel, so for that reason. But I'm pretty sure someone on the Wikipedia page rewrote what ban means. All right, so that updated here. I didn't know that Wikipedia was a contribution of everyone. You can write the facts on something and then come back in the morning and then someone rewrote the facts on the facts. And they're like, no, that can't be. Yeah, around there. That's here in the US, around $4,000 US. But in Canada, let's go here. DJI. And then go to the store. Let's see Canada. So let's go to drones, and then Mavic 4 Pro. Buy now. So, oh wow, see the Mavic 4 Pro, is that right? In Canada, is $2,049 with DJI RC2. Good luck getting that in the US. Hold on. US. That's why I got it from the guy in Canada. US drone supply, and was able to get the RC2, but I canceled that order. Because I can't. This is freaking consumer drones. That same drone, oh wow. They dropped their price. Wow, the US drone supply dropped their price. It was more than this. Is that right? Probably because they're sitting on inventory, you know? Hold on. Oh, they're having a sale. So, oh no, it's no sale. Like, that was bait click. Look, so they want 4,600 for that. And then, let's see, Mavic 4. And then for this one, the one that I got from Canada, see, they're selling it for $3,749. So Canada is like the way to go. Anyway, if you know someone in Canada, just do that way. But yeah, that's just crazy. Let me go here. Let me activate the bouncing ball. But right now, unless they come up with a solution, this is it. This could be the last. And then again, someone has to buy it. You know, I could be stuck with this because, as you can see on the Facebook Marketplace, you always get like these folks that are like, "Hi, is it still available?" I'm like, "Sure. Would you like to buy it? Here's my number. Call me." And then nothing. And like, "Hi, does it work? Well, which remote is it again?" Like, the remote's in there. I put a freaking video. You could watch the video. And then they're like, and they ask all these super, and then they're like, "Hi, would you like to trade? Can you trade for a camera?" I'm like, "No." So I gotta change the ad and put no trade, right? Cash only. Call, and the ad says call to buy. And then instead of calling or texting, I get these like weird messages in my Facebook. Too many tire kickers on Facebook Marketplace. I know, right? Tire kickers. I don't know what you call them, but it's just funny, man. Could just need a refresh. So I just refreshed the firmware, but believe it or not, I've been doing this for the last few days, rebooting the firmware. So I don't know. I don't think it's a firmware issue. Oh, here we go. DJI. Appreciate your patience. DJI got back to us. Upon checking on our end, yes, when the POI is enabled, the drone should do a perfect circle motion accordingly to the radius set with the focused object at the center. Okay, great. Now that's been cool. Okay. Great. How do we get my drone to do that? So in the meantime, while he answers that question, let's just do the RC, update the RC again. So we just did a refresh on the firmware for this guy, and then now we're going to do a refresh for the remote controller. And don't forget, write down your questions, because we're going to ask DJI your questions too, okay? Because it's not just all about me, and you too, because I'm pretty sure it's hard to get an answer. But I'd like to know about your questions too. Therefore, regarding your case here, what I would, oh, here, so you guys can see. Therefore, regarding your case here, what I would recommend is for you to perform the IMU, compass, and gimbal calibration to ensure that the vision system and the flight navigation system is working well. So let's do that in a second. After we update the remote controller, we're going to do the RC2. That's what Marketbase said. He says probably a calibration issue, hopefully. But I've been doing that, but I've only been calibrating the compass. Okay? We'll do the IMU. Let's see what we have here. If you perform the IMU, what's the IMU? I don't know what the IMU is. What is the IMU? Where is that? feature. Let me just copy this, put this in the notes so that I know what to do before the next flight. NOTES. Where are my notes? Oh, there we go. Okay, and then do one here. Close that, and then there we go. This one should be updating. 38%. It's downloading. Close this one here, and then Lou, here's the drone for giving away. I know, right? If I crash it, yeah, it'll be for spare parts. The goal is to sell it before it becomes a giveaway. Markabe, you have a Mavic 4 too? I'm betting now the IMU calibration and the full reset will fix it. The IMU is your controller settings. It has to be on level surface for like 30 minutes. Oh wow, I didn't know that. So you've done that before, Markabe? Let's see. Where is that feature? Oh, I guess I will have to wait and see. Let's see, IMU. Actually, let's move this out of the way so that you guys can see. We can share the experience. One moment, please. Please click on the 3 dots icon on the top right corner. Okay, one moment, please. Me stuff. Alright, we'll move this in the center. Alright, so we did that. Go to safety. Then scroll. You will locate IMU compass error. Calibration. I'm thinking compass error because it is an error. Okay. Oh, IMU. Interesting. So let's do the compass. Let's take these things off, right? Because we're going to have to twirl it around. We don't need this because... Oh, well, we do need this, actually. It's updating. Whoa, almost messed things up there. One moment. Literally. Yeah, let's tell them to wait a second. Almost like plug the shit out in the middle of an update. Hold on. Samsung me. Hold on. Let's go here. 1 second. It is updating. Updating. Okay, so we'll do that, and after it does this, let's see how much time it is here. 34%. So we're at 34% here. Never needed to, but it usually fixes a lot of bugs and issues. That's good to know. You can make a video on that, right? Like Master Shots POI effect. Now, remember that in the Master Shots when the drone almost came crashing into me? Hopefully that's like an IMU error too. Okay, we're at 37%. It's updating. But it usually, that's it. I got my fingers going, oh, maybe I'll take my ad off. Maybe I'll process my order for the RC Pro controller if this works. I don't know. I'm keeping up. I don't have any. I don't know. We'll see. I just don't have any faith in it, to be honest with you. Like, and then we'll see. Lou. Sadly, if it doesn't fix night mode or lack of it, that's DJI's fault. Never needed to. Yeah, I know. I don't know whose fault it is. But let this update, right? Hopefully, DJI is still with us. And then we'll go to me stuff. There we go. It just rebooted, which is great. We're at 87% on the computer. And then let's just let DJI know what's happening. No worries, please take it. Okay. And say thank you. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Mini 4 Pro cost $171, not that expensive. Or that is a good drone. Lou, I'll bet you fix it. We'll fix it. Get IMU and test it on Friday night flights. POV above your house. Keep it. Oh yeah, keep it close. That's a good idea. No, I'd rather do the POI the other way because over my house, there are too many power lines, and I'd hate for the shit to crash. Then we'll be putting a GoFund together for me to set bail for my bail money. All right, now so I'll have to do it over the parking lot. You know, that particular area, parking lot, park, and then it goes over the library, and then parking lot again, and then, you know, into someone's backyard if shit don't go defunct, rather than POI over my house and then crashing into the power lines. Yeah, I wish I could though. Please look at Mini 4K drone for your first one. That's a good drone too. Okay, so it updated. Here we go. Once you have done all these calibrations and everything is successful, I will advise you to perform a flight test again to see if the issue persists. Okay. Okay. Will do. All right, so let's do the compass calibration first. He said click here, because Markabe said that the IMU usually takes longer. So we'll scroll down, and then we'll do compass. Okay, let him know that we're doing compass first. We are doing the compass first. Is that okay? Because I'm not sure if you're supposed to do compass first or IMU first. You know, I'd hate to you know, screw up the process. So let's wait to see what he says. Let's say, does it matter? Does it matter which one is done first? Does it matter which one is done first? Additionally, just to clarify to you, the aircraft will have changes in altitude. In its altitude will changes if there are obstacles nearby. That's fine, but there are no obstacles, and the drone is in sport mode where obstacle avoidance does not work. That's great, but the drone is in sport mode when doing this. And the reason why I keep it in sport mode, because in sport mode the drone flies really fast and you can bail out quickly. The drone can go from 0 to 60 in a couple of seconds, and you want that, you know, to be able to move away. All right, so let's just start this. Let's see what we have here. Me stuff. All right, so we're going to start calibration here. We can plug it out since it's already updated. Let's do that. And then we're going to do start. We're going to disconnect this thingy here, and then we're going to pick it up so that you guys can see full version of me. And then now start calibration. Oh, it says make sure my arms are fully extended. All right, so we're going to extend the arms. I'm going to open this one, open that one, open that one. Hopefully it does fix it, because it says the drone's supposed to turn on when you open its arms. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And it says the drone's supposed to shut off on when you close the arms. Good luck with that if you got my drone. All right, so we just opened the arms, and then we'll go to stuff. All right, and then we're going to click if the aircraft has arms, keeps arms unfolded, stay clear of metal and electrical charged objects. Keep aircraft about 1.5 meters above ground. All right, it's on the ground. We're gonna click start. Oh, I remember this one. Interesting. This one's for the drone. I remember this one was a little tricky, but let me see if I can push it to the computer so that you guys can see. So now, just going to go to video, and then to push it so that it comes to the desktop, and then go here, put that like that. All right, so see, it says rotate it 360. So then we're going to go, I'm going to go 1, 2 until it does what it says we're supposed to do. Yep. And now it says rotate horizontally. For this one, I like to walk, just walk in a circle. And then now, just spin around. Just hard to spin the drone. So just turn her around until she makes us stop. See? And then it did it. Okay. What does that error say? Oh, aircraft angle. That's fine though. It did that calibration. So that was IMU. So that was pretty good, right? And then now, let's do the other one. Let's do the compass. This is a little bit tricky, but let's do compass. And then we'll do calibrate. And then we'll do start. And then I'll let you guys watch. Oh wait, didn't I just do that one? It can't hurt to do it again. I'm going to do it twice just to be sure. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. There, now we're going to spin around in a circle. We're going to the fair to see the señorita with flowers in her hair. And turn around and turn around. Okay, until we make a stop. Okay, it did it. Okay, so that did that. Now let's see what we have here. Go back here. That's IMU. Let's do compass normal. I thought the compass was for the remote controller. That's weird. Let's try IMU. All right. Place aircraft on level surface. Calibrate the aircraft has shown. Only move the aircraft when prompted by the instructions. Keep the aircraft powered on and avoid starting the motors. All right, so we're going to fold it up. Yeah, but I always thought that we'll try that one later to calibrate the remote controller. All right, so that's doing that. So it says fold the arms. So I'm going to fold the arms. Don't break them. I can see how people could accidentally break their arms. Put this like that. Put this like that. And then put this like that. Put it down. Now we're going to put it down. I wonder if I can put it here. Right? It shouldn't. I mean, the instructions are here. Nah, it's got to be a flat surface. Let's do it on the floor. Right? All right. And then now we're just going to press. We're going to push it to the screen. Samsung Me. And then we'll start. Okay? Aircraft is powered on. And start. Great. So it's working its magic. Alright, so this one should be pretty easy because that'll do that. Let's just see the screen. Me stuff. Yeah, so let that do that. Let's do Samsung Me. I mean stuff me. Me stuff. Where am I? Oh, I'm in the top right corner. Okay. So let that do that. Place the aircraft on a flat surface, dry surface as shown. Keep aircraft powered on and avoid starting the motors. Okay, so we're definitely going to follow those instructions. Oh, let's go back to DJI because I think you get booted out if you don't reply back in time, right? I don't know how that works. Okay. Does not matter which comes first. You may perform. Hold on. Let me just quit this so I can get my computer back. Stop mirroring. Okay. Let's see what DJI says. Let's see. No, it does not matter which come first. You may perform either the IMU or calibration mode. Okay. But what about the RC? I thought there was a way to calibrate the remote controller too. It's asked me, but I've never initiated it, so I'll have to look and see where that calibration process is, and I'll just say thank you. Thank you. And then now we'll just new stuff. Transmission. IMU, okay, but compass is different. Got it. This could be why you had issues. Compass calibration indoors near metal and walls is the wrong way to do it. Oh, okay, so I'll do it outside. I can do it outside, except I'll have to do it Oh wow, this is what. Oh, now I'm gonna tilt the drone over. Oh wow, put it on its side. I will do it again outside before, like when I'm done with the DJI, and you guys, you know, answer your. No worries. Let me know if you encounter any issues. We'll ask him. We'll say, "Is this okay to do out?" I'm sorry, not outside. Indoors. Shouldn't this be done inside? Not inside. Outside. Outside. Okay. Here we go. I'll read the comments. Yeah, I pulled a Brian. All right. You need to do a compass outside, away from metal and walls. IMU is okay, but compass is different. So I will do the compass outside, thankfully, because that's shorter. This could be why you had issues. Compass calibration indoors near metal and walls is the wrong way to do it. Markabe, do you think Lou is good at reading comments? No, I'm not. I just skim through them. But I should read them better. Yeah, the basics of compass cal is to do it away from metal. In the yard should be fine, but never indoors. Only compass calibration outside, Markabe said. And so, this is audible. Let's see. Yes, he said the same thing you guys said. Look at that. Alright, let's see. Samsung Me. DJI says, yes, the calibrations are recommended to perform outdoors where there are no magnetic interference to ensure successful calibrations. Alright, so now I need to put the drone, remember I gotta flip it over. Oh wow, I gotta put it on its back. Killing me. Okay, so now I'm putting it on its back. Now that we did that, let's see. And then follow those prompts. Now we gotta put it on its side. Putting it on its side. And then now I have to, after we did that, wait 97%. So I'm gonna have to do this again after we hang up. But it's just good to know what I need to do. And then hopefully, you know, I'll do it out in the back. It's gonna be cold though. I'm gonna be standing out there, but it's better to do it now than later. Listen now to Mark. Only compass calibration. I know, but I already started the process, so I have to. I just don't want to. Given that the state of the drone is in, I don't want to interrupt the process and then have things get more defunct. Okay, so we place the aircraft on its side. Is that the right side? No, wrong side. Okay. And then now, it's nice that it waits for you to put it in its correct position. But either way, we're going to have to do this again. How to with Mark. Good shout. Huh. Oh, wow. This one looks like I'll have to hold. How do I let it? I don't think the drone can stand on its own. So you got to hold it. Without it falling. You got to keep it in that position. Will it stand on its own? Oh, yeah. No hands. The drone can stand on its own. Just make sure it's not too windy when you have it in that mode. Restarting aircraft. Except when it restarts, it might fall. Right? You gotta be careful there. You have to like use your hands as a guide. Calibration successful. Sweet. Sort of. Successful to the extent where it's not successful because, like they said, you're not supposed to do it inside. But wait, how do I, before we get to your guys' questions, let me just ask DJI and then you guys, hold on. Samsung Me. Let me get my keyboard. version of me. Great. We did it, but we'll have to do it again outside. One more question. Where is the PROOM prompt to calibrate the RC? Because I know mine has always just been showing up every couple of flights. Time to calibrate your RC. I'm like, again? So I never had to. Maybe it's under control. Never had to do it unless prompted to. Gimbal, tilt angle. I see gimbal no, that's gimbal calibration. I don't need to calibrate the gimbal, but we'll ask DJI. RC calibration. Okay, found it. RC calibration. Power off aircraft and calibrate remote. So the aircraft has to be off when you calibrate the remote controller. But let's ask DJI if we have to calibrate the gimbal too. Does the gimbal have to be calibrated too? And then we'll see. I guess we can shut it off anyway because we did everything for the experience, because I definitely will take your guys' advice on that it wasn't done correctly. It should be done outside, away from TVs on, interference and things like that Marker Bay had shared. So that's off. So now we're gonna do the thing with the remote controller, like talk to the hand. You got this, DJI? You with me? Okay, let's see what we have here. All right, RC calibration, got it. Compass calibration. So we're gonna have to go here. Me stuff. Go here. So you're gonna have to go swipe down, I believe, if you can, and then go here to that thingy, and then go here to compass calibration, and then start calibration. What? How could say calibration succeeded? How? I didn't even do anything. You really can't make this stuff up. Yeah, about that. I hope they're watching this. Select done. There we go. I will try it again. Don't believe everything you see. We make these videos so you don't have to. Well, my arm's getting tired now. Hold on one second. It's still, I have to keep asking. Okay, now try it again. I'm going to try it the other way. This menu is not working. I'm going to go to the three dots, and then from the three dots, go to control, and then from control, I'll go to RC calibration, and select start. Remote controller. It's kind of like reminds me of the days of the Avata. But I'll do the other calibration too. Okay, so the calibration's there, but I'm going to do the compass again. That's the other one, the one that DJI said to do. You swipe down, and then you get a blank screen like that. Really? That's what happened to me when I was flying. All right, let's try it again. All right, so then we'll go here and go to compass. All right, so I'm going to press start calibration. So you're supposed to put it like this in these little, like a figure eight, like a racetrack. Remember the racetrack you had when you were a kid? That's what it reminds me of. Okay, I'm going to start refer to the diagram to slowly rotate the remote controller when calibrating the compass, right? So it doesn't even allow me to do anything. So as soon as I press start calibration, I'm done. How can I be done if I never even had the chance to calibrate anything? You really can't make this shit up. All right. Maybe you can only calibrate when it asks you to. Like, you can't initiate the calibration if it's not required. I guess that's wishful thinking on my end, right? I don't know. Maybe because we already calibrated everything? Anyway, I don't know. We'll just leave it like this for now. I'm gonna test it out in a bit. We'll let him know that we're done. Yes. Let me just tell him that, and then you guys chime in with your questions for DJI. I already had my fill. All right, let's see. When I press calibrate, it says done, but nothing was done. Is this normal? Is it because EECA, because the remote does not need to be calibrated? It's doing that because it's near metal, your keyboards. Interesting. Okay. Can I find a corner? Nobody puts Louis in the corner. All right, so then I'll have to wait to go outside and do this. Let me stand over there. Let me go to the wall. Let's go to the wall. After he chimes back, we'll take one at a time. We'll do Market Bay first for his questions because I'm pretty much done. You know, I'm just like, I feel like a dog chasing its tail. Let's see. No, same thing. But he's right. It's possible that the compass works outside, like there's some sort of frequency in the air, or like the Earth, sensing the Earth and its magnetic fields. I don't know. I'm done with that. Let's see if let's see what DJI says. DJI said, let's move this over so that you guys can read. If the calibrations are successful, then all is good. However, it is recommended to try again outdoors where there is no electromagnetic interference, and this may disrupt the compass of the RC. That's what you guys said. You guys can work for DJI too. All right. Additionally, regarding your Fly app crashing, please try to perform a firmware refresh using DJI Assistant 2 on the controller, and check on the updates of the built Fly app on the RC itself. Click on Profile, Settings, About, check for updates. So that will do. Hold on one second. Mini stuff. So we're going to go to Profile, Settings, and then check for Flyware. Aircraft connection required. Check for firmware updates. Nope, we're up to date. But we'll check the Fly application by turning on the drone, since we're in here and connected to Wi-Fi, right? Why not? And then who knows, if this works, we'll get POI tonight. And then let that do that. And then after this live stream, what time is it? 5:26. I'm gonna go outside and calibrate and see what happens. Okay. Let's see. Let that connect. It should connect, and then let's see. Fly safe database. Your firmware is up to date on that one. And check again. Everything's up to date. All right. So everything's up to date. Let's shut everything off. I'm gonna shut the drone off, and then full version of me. If this works, maybe I'll, I don't know, I mean, maybe it's not as bad as we think, but the fact that it is happening, I don't know, we'll see. Tire kickers on Facebook. I like that. I'm gonna steal that. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Now, after settings, please swipe down to go to about instead of clicking on firmware update. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Hold on. I gotta turn the drone on again. Then I'll shut it off again. Let's see. So profile. Go home. And then profile. And then you go to settings. And then go to about. You said to go there and check for updates here. Okay. Instead of the other one. DJI Fly is up to date. Again, so there's a difference between the Fly. This is for the Fly app. And then the other one is for the firmware. Check for firmware updates. And then check DJI Fly Safe update. So apparently this one is better. About check for updates. DJI Fly. Yeah. All right. So everything is up to date. And then now I'm just gonna shut it off and let him know that we're done. And now Markabay will go first. Hold on 1 second. 1 moment, please. Let me just shut it off. Alright, so that's going to take some time to do. And then now we'll go to full version of me. Tell him thanks. Perfect. Everything is up to date now. We'll do this again after our chat outside. Can we ask you another question about a different drone? Okay. Let's see. Samsung. And the first question is Markabay. I'd reset all settings to factory and start fresh on the controller because yours was lagging before. Good idea, I'll do that. The app crashing, if it's running latest version, just reset it. There's a good chance that this will fix it. Definitely a compass issue or IMU, okay? Do all your compass calibrations only outside and only need to be done once. Okay, that's good knowing. So I did it like 4 times. The controller is usually a bit glitchy when doing compass cal. You have to go out walls, which is only away from metal. It's doing that because it's near. Okay. All right, so sure, he's ready for the next question. Who's up first? Next question. Also check the storage on the controller. Make sure the built-in memory is not full. Yeah, I'm actually running an SD card, 256 gigabyte, and it's pushing everything to the SD card, which is great. I'm not a fan of internal storage. Like for every RC I get, I always go out of my way and do everything externally, because I always like to record screencasts. As you can see, we've got the screencast that we can just give to these, but it's also running out of space too. I don't like that. So, all right, so next question. All right, this is great that everything is done. Surely, may I know what is your next question? Who's up? Let me see if I can scrub through and look at more. 1 second. Tell him 1 sec. 1 sec. I know it was somewhere up here. He said ask about the 3S. It was in the beginning. Friday night flights. What's up with it? Did you ask them why? Oh yeah. Let's see. I have a question. Which cheap drone would you recommend for me? Beginner. Okay. Which cheap drone would you recommend? Let me see. For a beginner. Ah, here we go. Why hasn't Air 3S had any new focal? I'll just copy that. What after he answers Markabay. Sorry, Markabay, you were too slow. But Swedish Forge beat you to it. First come, first serve. That's okay. That's fine. We'll see what DJI says. I'm gonna say Mini 5 Pro. The flip could be him. I'm not sure if he says the flip, but I'll tell you why no flip to the flip. Because I've been flying with training wheels / prop guards forever, and when you fly with prop guards, the propeller guards, to prevent lacerations, yes, I have them. I still need to make a video on them. If I don't sell the drone, it works as a sail. It's like having a sail on the boat. So that's why I don't recommend the flip, because the flip will work like a sail because the propellers are covered. So as soon as the wind, it goes like that. Hey, oh, it'll do that in the air. And I noticed my mini drone when I had it back in the day would do that. It would behave. It would like almost flip, but it wouldn't flip. But it does that. So the prop guards, sort of, even on the Mavic, my Mavic 3, there were times when it was too windy. I either have to go lower or take the prop guards off because it would almost flip over. So anything with prop guards, definitely a no. But he's going to check and find out. But I haven't opened up my prop guards. I want to go get the box though. 1 second so that you guys can see. But if this works, I may get the Pro receiver. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, so DJI is still checking on it. Oh, I can't. Oh, I guess I could. I could live stream the POI. Sort of. I'll do both because the key, the stream key in the remote controller, if it's still there, is for a scheduled flight. That's why I'm able to stream now. So you can't use two different keys. Each stream has to have a designated key. So when you see 3D print of the week scheduled, that's its own key. And then this is using the spare key. No, not spare, default key. And then we have another key which is scheduled, that's being used for Friday night flights. I could generate a new key, but then you have to type it in. It's not like the Pro receiver where you can just cut and paste it. But let me see what we have here. I want to see what key is in here. But in order to see what key is in here, I have to turn on the aircraft. Not like I can just go right in. But either way, I'm going to record when we go live with this drone. I'm going to record the live stream so you guys, and then we'll go live after or something. All right, let's. Oh, these are the prop guards, but I'm not sure. These are Mavic 4 Pro prop guards, propeller guards, and it works like a sail no matter how windy it is. So you got to be careful. And it slows down the drone, which is good. I like that because I don't like to fly fast. Even though I flew it like 60 miles an hour, it was just to get it out of my system. I was like, oh wow, that's so cool. So I'll go to transmission, live stream, and no, it has the default key in there. but I should set it to smooth. And default is 720 stream. Doesn't do like high res. Even if you select high, can't even do high quality anyway. All right, so that does that. Let's see what, DJI is still checking on it. So now I'm just gonna shut it off. And we'll get back to that. Where's my lanyard? Let's ask DJI the other question too. Transition. Here we go. My suggestion here, remember Swedish Forge for you. Let's see if I could, let's change the position so that we could see everything. There we go. My suggestion here for a beginner drone are DJI Flip and also DJI Neo, as they offer the best balance of low price, high quality video and essential beginner safety features. They also have palm takeoff feature and flight using mobile phone, which can teach basic maneuver for beginners. Slightly above this, I do recommend DJI Mini 4K. Yeah, I think what you should do is go to the store and check out what they have on display and see which one calls out to you. You kind of like be like, oh my god, this is me. You're gonna need to have, you're gonna have that. If Amazon lets you do that, lets you get the drone and return it, you can do it like that. But I don't know where the stores are, so I can't say like go to the store, check it out, and do it that way, because Brian hasn't been here in a while. Brian would know, but see, DJI said the Mini 4K like me. hello. Okay, Mini 4K. Yeah, I don't know. And yeah, also because you might not like it. You might be like, oh, this is not for me, right? And then you're stuck with the drone, or you'll be like me, trying to sell it on the Facebook marketplace, getting all these tire kickers. So let's see. I'll say okay. So we'll say thanks. Thank you. Can we ask one more question? And may we take the next call, please? Next up is Mark Day. All right, let's see what he says. And then I'm gonna go outside. Let me shut the drone off though. I will have to swap batteries because you don't want to do special effects while you have like a 80% battery. Especially with this thing freaking glitching out. Alright. But I'm going to record the screen. Yes, please, sir. I'm all ears. Alright, let's see. The next question. Why hasn't the Air 3S had any new features, updates in over a year? And why does the night footage look so dark, even with manual settings for video? Let's see what he says. Tell them I'll send my CV in Monday morning. I'm ready to take a second job. One for DJI. Hello. Lou, ask them why no night mode on Air 3S and lack of updates. Night footage is worse. Yeah, I just did actually. Okay, cool. I can't link in your chat. Do you have a lock or something? No, I have no locks. Everything, you guys can say whatever you want. I think it's YouTube. No, let's see. Let's go into the settings. If we go to the channel and go to YouTube, and then we'll go to live stream and like click edit video. Okay, silence that. Edit video, and you tell me what you see. We have customization. We have analytics. We have monetization, which is off, which should be on actually, right? And then save that, because otherwise you don't make any money and you can't buy anything or do giveaways. Copyright, no copyright. Clips, details. No, that's it. Nothing. What about maybe here? Oh, you have to put it in. This is what you have to do before you go live. Thanks for asking, because I totally forgot to. Not how to. This has to go into live stream. Select done, because you can't do this with select save. You can't do this with Streamlabs, so that's why you have to go in and do it yourself. Then you go into settings, and then this is channel. No. Oh, damn! I forgot to do that too. All right, I forgot to do the what do they call it? So now you know what I'm doing before the show goes live. No altered content, and of course no meta tags. No one will find it. What happened? DJPPE happened to DJI Care Aria refresh. DJI Care refresh live to support with DJI, and then we'll cut and paste with DJI, and then we'll cut and paste market-based question. What? No night mode on. Whoop, not night. You could misspell it. That could work too. Night mode on Air 3S. What's a good drone for a beginner? And then they're customized. So yeah, whoop, cancel. Forgot to press save. This is everything you got to do. This is why, so you can get, because people might be looking for this at the time you're live, and also even after you're live. And then back to the details, which is further up. You can put prompts in there. We can put, see, we're not doing Creality. We're not doing Christmas, so all that's fucked up. And then we'll go here to DJI, and then DJI support, and then we'll go here, how to. I did this in Streamlabs, but it didn't push. This is why you have to do it when you are live. How to videos, and then put Mavic 4 Pro, Mavic 4 Pro, P, and then you do POI effect not working, and then you put how to update your DJI drone, how to calibrate your DJI drone, etc. And then you take this and then go back here, copy that, and then it's weird that Streamlabs didn't push it. And then take that, put it here in the metadata, select save. But yeah, that's it. And then what you'll do is you go to create, and then you go to go live. We'll still be live, but we should go here, right? And then no restrictions. See, and I'll pull it out. 5 current viewers, 21 views, and then no stream settings. Here we go. Nope. Additional settings, enable auto start, closed captions, stream shopping. Oh wow, we can go shopping. We can tag products. No, I don't want anyone to buy what I got until we get it fixed, right? Yeah, I don't know. There are no restrictions, so I couldn't tell you. Anyway, I'll double check later, but let's go back to our show. Let's see what DJI says. And then close that out. Oh, here we go. Got it here. I'm sure we can read it. Unfortunately, I do not have information on why it does not have any new feature updates, but I would love to relay this inquiry here to our engineers and higher managements if they have any plans on this. Regarding the night footage, I will have to acquire a sample footage for me to assess thoroughly on this. Just to clarify, the Air 3S does not come with night scene mode option because it can reach the effects of night scene mode in normal shooting mode thanks to improved performance on hardware and other aspects. I'm laughing because that's not happening. It's not true. They lie like a rug. However, if there are issues with the footage, I will have to acquire sample footage so that I can assess better and recidify on the cause of the issue. Okay, we'll have to give them sample footage, but okay, sounds fair. We'll have to do this on another live stream. So send me some footage, and we'll see what they say. Send it via WeTransfer, or you send whoever lets you, or just make it a short clip so that's big enough and doesn't cap out on those free services. Okay, and let's see if you guys have other questions. DJI. That's too funny. Go back to DJI. Let's hear their excuse. Hello. I'm laughing because I read what you wrote. The footage looks dark even on the Mavic 4 Pro 2. The other one, this is what I'm laughing at. DJI are full of it. It looks bad at night compared to my Mini 4 Pro. They are telling lies. Yes. My apologies for the inconvenience here. Yeah, they have to. It's like a call center. They have a script. They got to stick to the script. Don't stick to the script and they get fired. But we know because we're living it, and they know because they're doing what they have to do to it's bad for business if they tell us the truth. Let's say, got it. Thank you. Let me go try these calibrations outside, and we should follow up again with this support ticket. And then I'm gonna go out because I have to do some stuff before Friday night flight happens. I knew what they would say. Hello. They are just lazy and didn't add it. Yeah, I don't know why. No, I don't think they were lazy and didn't add it. I think that they it's bad for business. So it's better to put it in this drone instead of the drone you have, so that you'll want that drone. It's like certain, like a Tesla. They like certain features are subscription based that you have to pay for, which is probably what they'll probably wind up doing if there's no ban, right? They'll be like, now if you want night mode, pay $99.99 annually to enable night mode. I could see them doing that, like literally. And then you were like, what? Now it doesn't matter which drone you buy because they're milking it no matter what. Kindly take this chat ID. Okay, we're going to take the chat ID because I need this. Thank you. Our chats are recorded here. Hold on. We record everything here too. Our chats are recorded here if you come in using the same email address. Okay. But let me take the chat ID. This way I have it saved because we're not done. I got to go out in the freezing cold and calibrate everything. And then after it does what it needs to do, I have to fly it, right? Test out the POI effect. You may provide this to the agent assisting you, and they will be able to access our conversation here. Oh, got it. Thank you. I guess they really can't escalate the issue and put in a support ticket where the engineers contact me like they normally have, because he guided me through the process, right, on what I need to do to fix it. But then if it doesn't work, then they escalate it and they go, hey, level up, hey, we're really gonna level up, and then that's it. That's the end. Okay, and I say, got it, thank you. And that's the end of that. So I'll be back in about 3 hours. I'll let you know how it goes. If I don't come on, that means a drone fell from the sky, and you guys have to put together a GoFund for my bail money because the drone landed in the middle of the highway. No, I'm just kidding, but we do have to be careful. That's why I'm doing it over the parking lots and over the park and then over the library, and then from library it goes back over the parking lot again. I wish I could do it over the house, but there's just too much traffic. Yeah, but your Mavic Pro doesn't have. Yeah, that's true. Oh, because the same thing. They tell me because the Mavic 4 camera has all these super sensors and aperture thingies that it doesn't need night mode. Kind of true. I mean, if you look at the footage from, hold on, let me see. Let me share with you. Let's shrink that, and then we'll quit that. I hate when this. Yes, here. Not that one. Here, look at the footage. Oh, I think it's on my desktop. Here. It is nice. Did jump a little bit, get jumpy. Hopefully the IMU calibration fixed that. See? But, it is crisper, it is clearer. But I put my default settings to 6K. So that. Anyway, so and then this is where I do the POI effect at night. See, it's all over a parking lot. Then it goes here over the park. Then it goes over the library, and then it goes over the home. And usually there's no traffic. Then it goes back into the parking lot again. But you see, it starts looping this weird oval shape. Hopefully that fixes it, and it doesn't. See, turn around until we make a stop. So yeah, they told me the same thing that they told you, that they said the camera is so enhanced and advanced that that's why there is no night mode. I don't know. We know. It's like Marker Bay said. They're full of it. 3 hours, then I sleep like a rock. Then you are back. Haha. Yes. Doesn't need it. Your old Mavic 3 Pro looked better. I know. I love the Mavic 3 Pro when I did night mode. But like I said, they told me the same thing they told you. You know, it's nice, but has poor shadows and just doesn't look as bright. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have that je ne sais quoi that you got when you pressed the night mode button. But they said it doesn't need it. Like, maybe they just didn't want to do it. Maybe there's a Mavic Pro. I don't know, another Mavic. Maybe they're saving it for the Mavic 5. And even Eddie Nunez, if you've seen his stuff, he did night mode near the Brooklyn Bridge, and it was amazing. I don't know, it is what it is. Nothing we can do. Can't lose sleep over it. We just have to move on, and hopefully, you know, in one of these updates, they will bring it back. And okay, once you have recalibrated, okay, I'll let you guys see. And then I gotta go calibrate. Once you have recalibrated and perform a flight test, do reach out to our support with your findings, and we will assist you further on this in the case that the issue still persists. Okay, hopefully not, right? Hopefully not, but either way, I will let you know. All right, and that's it. Good. Bye for now. All right, and that's it. Now I just gotta wait for my survey. And then I gotta hang up. And we will be here ready to assist you. Okay, great. Where's my survey? See you later, Lou, from the studio. or the air. Either way, I'll be there. Thanks, Market Bay. Thanks. See you. Oops, I didn't say see you soon. See you soon. Hopefully it will be in the air. And I knew I forgot to ask another question, but I can't. I gotta go. And as you know, it takes about, Market Bay was right, it takes about 20 minutes to calibrate. I want to ask them about the streaming. Why, like before, it was doing like just shitty. And then the other one, 2 questions. And the other question was, when you're recording from the screen, doing a screencast, the audio doesn't match the video, it's off. So you have to detach the audio and then resync the audio separately in a separate track. That's another story, but anyway. Welcome back to Everything That Glitches. So I gotta remember those 2 questions though. Hold on one second. Because you know me, I'll forget, you know. I'll put no audio sync screencast. Okay. Wait. Aside from this, no, that's it. No, that is all for now. Yep. It's been a pleasure assisting you. Thank you for contacting DJI customer support. If you have any further questions or need assistance, feel free to contact us at any time. Have a wonderful day. We value your opinion and would love to hear your thoughts on the service I provided to you this time. Could you please fill in a customer satisfaction survey later by clicking on the stars directly? 5 stars represent very satisfied, 4 is somewhat satisfied, 3 is neutral, 2 is dissatisfied, and 1 is very dissatisfied. Check out the image below for reference. Your feedback is highly appreciated. Alright, I'm going to give many stars, but you guys said the same thing he said. I should have just gone live and said, hey guys, what should I do? But this was great because, you know, it's confirmed that everything you know, they know, that I didn't know, but now know. Just when you thought you knew everything, it turns out that you know nothing. So thank you guys for that one. So now I'm just going to click submit and then give a feedback. Very satisfied. And then say, this was great. Thanks, everyone. And then submit. And then yay. And that's it. Thanks for your feedback. We appreciate it. Here, in case you guys want to see. Thanks for your feedback. We appreciate your feedback and hope to have the opportunity to provide you with a better experience next time. No, it was good. There's nothing better. See, and I said, this was great. Thanks, everyone, because you guys were part of it too. And they usually watch my live streams there, like literally, and then they get back to me when they call and say, hey, we saw your video. And then they chat. They usually they escalate it though. They usually, when they get a call back, it's from one of their engineers. But that's another story. All right, so let's go here, go there. Whoops, Samsung full version of me, and then that's it. And hopefully, I don't know. I got 20 minutes to calibrate.